Not later game, na flex and them, not a jaganim. Ya exposy life inakuwaga na ma ups and downs. So me okay despite how kuni let you down. That's why you feel like a beat. So no rapa who be me, I gotta do what I do. So njo hapa mi na beat. Meshike mani vile Jesus kutuna kabi. Sina haraka tutawin na ile time ya rabi.
Cry as much as you want. Isolate yourself, lock yourself up in your room. Do everything that you want to do. But listen to me, honey. We have to bounce back. You have to create a strategy of bouncing back. That is how kings and queens operate. We cannot stick there. It has happened, okay? It has happened, honey. It has happened and we have to create a bounce back strategy. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're a first timer, karibu sana. My name is Joy Bella. If you're a returning subscriber, karibu sana. Thank you for the support. And I know nimekawia sana bila kuupload a video, but here I am back again, better and bigger. So this episode is quite interesting and I thought to share this with you. It is something that has worked for me and I will want to share with you. So kama venye nimeandika hapo kwa title, this is what to do through a hard time ama kwa wakati mgumu. The first thing when you're faced with a hard situation, wakati uko kwa wakati mgumu, kitu cha kwanza ni kukubali. Accept the situation. Just accept I am in a hard situation. Hii na hii imefanyika. And ukweli ni as human beings, our strength is limited. We cannot control everything in the world. And when we accept, hey, I cannot control this. Hey, this has happened. Maybe I have applied for a scholarship na haijakuja and I really had high hopes, haijafanyika and I feel sad. Accept that, hey, this scholarship sijapata. Just accept. I have applied for this job. I thought that is going to change my life, but sijaipata. Accept that sijapata. The first thing is accepting. When you accept things, it comes with so much peace and it gives you power. You won't be in a victim mode asking yourself why is this happening or trying to fight something that is inevitable. For example, the truth is umekataliwa, right? And no matter how much you cry, you deny, no matter what you do, no matter, for example, death. Sorry to use this example, but I think this is more relatable. When something happens and it's beyond our control, it shall happen and we cannot do anything. So the key thing is just to accept. You have to accept that ishafanyika. This person is no longer with us and no matter what I do, I just have to accept. The second thing is look at things positively. Hiyo inakuja kwa nambari ya pili. When you have accepted the situation, you start looking at it positively. Ever since I have lived, ever since I was aware of my existence, hakuna wakati ambao nimeupitia and haijanipatia mafunzo. I don't know about you, but you can feel free to comment there. You can also as well tell me how you perceive situations. When you look at things positively, you get to learn. Unajifunza. And you're like, what is this teaching me about? No, it's not always about the earth, the world, the universe is against me. Narrows down to perception. Perception is key. In each and everything, perception is key. How I look at the world and how you look at the world, two different things. For me, I might look at the world as a very beautiful place with butterflies and everything and awesome lions, a good vegetation and everything. But on the other hand, another person looks at the world as a very terrible place where people get murdered, where there is crime, death, pain and everything. You will live to hate the world. You will live to hate life itself. But on the other hand, with a person who has a positive outlook on life, this person will always try to find the good. They will look at the butterfly and smile. They will look at flowers and smile. You're two people living in the same world, but two different perceptions. So try to look at things positively. Most of the times when we are faced with things and we have a low perception of the world, a low perception of ourselves, will always run to, I think it's like a coping mechanism. That is when you remember that, oh, I have a spirit of rejection. Oh, my family has generational curses. Oh, God doesn't love me. Listen, I was here, and every time, because I had a poor self-esteem and low outlook about myself, I will actually blame situations on me and start judging myself and thinking that I'm not worthy of good things. Good things don't deserve me. I don't deserve good things. Or everything, you name it. You start blaming the situation on yourself, which is not really fair, because you're being your number one enemy here. Some things just happen, and fate is stronger than we think. This door closing and another opening here, you didn't plan, but it just came by luck or by fate. Another thing is, try to learn from it. And the truth be told, there are some things that haunata uelewi. Why was it happen? Why has it happened, and why do you deserve to go through such things? And sometimes ukweli ni kwamba hautapata those answers of why. Sometimes you won't get the closure of why it's happening, but you not getting the closure haitoi the fact that and the reality of, I'm going through this issue. Work towards progressing out of the issue, because sometimes we won't get reasons of why things happen and why we're faced with this, why this is happening. Another thing is reflect. You have to reflect on yourself, and in as much as sometimes you want to blame people, it's sometimes you will run to the victim mode and point fingers. Hey, this person did that, this person did this. Sometimes you are the problem. I want to be my own judge, In situations, it is really easy, it is comfortable to point fingers. It is very, very comfortable to be in the victim mode and just tell people, hey, this is happening to me and I don't know what to do. And people are doing this. You want to point fingers, you want to blame people. And the truth is, sometimes we are the author of our problems. Sometimes if we had those boundaries, then people would not have stepped on us. And sometimes maybe there are some things that we could have done better na ime contribute to the shida ambayo tunakumbana nayo sasa. And sometimes maybe it is not our fault, Things just happen. The most important thing about reflecting yourself, you get to understand your feelings, you get to be compassionate with yourself. Unajiambia, okay, I'm going through this, I'm going to get over it. You encourage yourself. How many times have you gone through hard situations and you have come through stronger? So what is this? And how many times have you encountered bad and hard situations and you're still here? This means that you're strong, baby. You're strong, honey. After reflecting on yourself, honey, come back with a bounce back strategy. You're allowed to cry. You're allowed to lock yourself in your room. You're allowed to isolate yourself. You're allowed to do everything. You are allowed. Cry as much as you want. Isolate yourself. Lock yourself up in your room. Do everything that you want to do. But listen to me, honey. We have to bounce back. You have to create a strategy of bouncing back. That is how kings and queens operate. We cannot stick there. It has happened, okay? It has happened, honey. It has happened, and we have to create a bounce back strategy. Okay, you have applied for this scholarship. It has failed. What can we do? We cannot sit there the whole day, the whole year crying about that scholarship. Do you know what a queen or a king does? You come up with another strategy, have abundance mentality. This is one thing that I learned, and from my own experience, I'm not gonna go into details, but my own personal experience from my childhood, I had a scarce mentality, and this is something that I'm still trying to get rid of. because sometimes I'm like, when things go wrong, when I lose things, I feel like it's the end of the world, and that was the only thing that could help me. But look at me. Hear me out. You know, the universe, God has a lot of opportunities for you, has a lot of doors that you haven't stepped on yet. So crying the whole year about something that has already passed, it's like crying for spilt milk. Ishamwagika. We have to create a bounce back strategy. If you're trying to do some business, imeumana, what do? Do we cry about it the whole year? 10 years you're crying about that business? No. Create a bounce back strategy, honey. Create a bounce back strategy, because you want to pursue business, you want to pursue your studies, you want to do this. There are a lot of opportunities. Have abundance mentality. You know, this has not worked for me. Okay, I'm sure there is something that will work for me. And after reflecting and knowing what to do next and where to go, you will be at a better place. This time you're not starting from scratches. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience. You know what to do. This relationship has failed. Okay, honey, there are a lot of other people there. Please, we love normalizing misery, and this actually blocks you from thinking that you can actually get a good relationship, you can actually get good people. Honey, there are a lot of good people with good hearts who will love you. You have not met them yet, and you cannot afford to waste your time crying for something that has already passed. Imeisha. We move on to the next. You have to create a strategy. It is okay to grieve. Cry as much as you want. Go drink coffee. Go do whatever. Go gym. But don't stay there. Don't stay there. That is what kings and queens do. I think hata ningeanza na hii ni muhimu kabisa. Pray. Prayer works. Prayer actually works. I don't know about you, but for me, I really believe in God so much. With personal experience, not that someone told me and blah blah blah. I believe in God. And I know in such a moment, hautakangi hata kusikia stories za Mungu. Yani, you feel like God is not even real, like faith is not even real, and you feel like you're alone in this world. But this is one thing that I learned recently. I used to be a person who will actually think that God is with me when everything was going on so well, and I could feel like, hey, God is with me, I have blessings, I have things to celebrate. But sometimes, even in hard situations, not even sometimes, even in hard situations, God is with you. You have to come to a mentality of thinking that God will never leave you, which is true. God or the universe is for you. God is never against you. Okay, I'm just going to use God because I believe in God. But you can actually, God or universe or whatever you believe in, they are for you. God is for you. You can never ever afford to think that God is working against you. Okay, honey? You cannot never afford to think that just because things are okay and now things are working against you, God is still in the picture. That is one thing that you have to actually come to believe. God is faithful when you have it all figured out. God is still faithful when you're confused, when you don't know what to do. He is still there. And you can just pray. Even if you will not hear anything, please create time to pray. And I'm very, very sure that God will hear you and He will answer you. So thank you, guys. You can tell me what you do when you're faced with hard situations ama wakati mgumu. I will love to hear from you. You can type hapo chini kwa comment. I will love to see you on my next episode. Karibu sana, and please subscribe kama hauja subscribe. Thank you.